And now, your East Texas Storm Team forecast.
Well, certainly a wet and stormy Tuesday morning here in East Texas as we look in Longview. Right now, the significant rain has not reached there yet. 63 degrees is the current temperature with an east wind at around 10 miles per hour, but the rain is certainly on the way. Here's our temperatures this morning. We're showing mostly 60s over about the northern 2/3 of the area, but deep East Texas down toward Lufkin and Hemphill, especially into the mid 70s. So we do have a warm front that is lying across pretty much the central portions of East Texas. To the south of it is where we expect the greatest tornado threat. To the north, the greatest threat that we could see some large hail. Now, we have seen these storms throughout the night. They're developing back through central Texas, where we have had several severe thunderstorm warnings, as well as even a tornado warning or two back toward the Waco and the Temple vicinity. Right now, of course, we did have a tornado warning in effect for parts of Henderson and Van Zandt County. That has expired, as has the severe thunderstorm warning. So right now in East Texas, we don't have any warnings of that nature in effect, but we do still have some flash flood warnings in effect, as we've seen some heavy rain in the neighborhood of 3 inches to as much as 5 inches, especially over in parts of Harrison County. Henderson, Anderson, Houston County right now, tornado watch until 5 p.m. We could see that spread eastward as we go further into the day. Now, this is what has been occurring over the past hour as those thunderstorms approached our western counties there. And you see the severe thunderstorm warning and then the tornado warning pop in there for Henderson County, but as I said, everything has been dropped as far as the severe nature. However, it's a pretty strong thunderstorm that will continue to track northward back over the Lindale area and the northern sections of Smith County there north of Tyler, not only producing a possibility of some damaging winds around 50 miles per hour, but also some hail as well as some heavy rainfall there. Now, as far as what is happening right now, we're seeing that system there west of the Mount Sylvan area, west of Lindale, and continuing to track there to the south of Mineola as it continues to move off toward the northeast and tracking along at about 40 miles per hour. So through the central and north central portions of East Texas and then finally the northeastern sections, you'll be seeing that thunderstorm continue to track in your direction. Severe outlook has an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms mainly along and south of Interstate 20. We have a slight risk between Interstate 20 and Interstate 30. All types of severe weather will be possible, but mainly in the southern part of the area, the highest threat of tornadoes. In the northern sections there where it is yellow, you'll see that threat of some large hail. Tornado probability about 10% with any point within 25 miles there in deep East Texas. There's about a 10% probability that you could have a tornado in the Brown area, about a 5% chance of that happening within 25 miles of your location. Severe outlook for Wednesday into early Thursday continues with a slight risk over mainly the eastern half of our East Texas area and a marginal risk for those western counties. This is what Futurecast shows as we'll see those thunderstorms continue to track through East Texas. The first wave getting through the area by 6 o'clock, and here comes another one later tonight. After midnight, it'll be passing through the East Texas area, and remember there will be still the possibility of some severe storms with it, including the possibility of some damaging winds, some hail, and some tornadoes. However, by later Thursday, we will be clearing out and getting ready for some nicer weather as we go on into the weekend. So we've got about another 24 hours or so to deal with severe weather in East Texas. Things looking better, as I said, for the second half of the week. You will be seeing our temperatures getting considerably warmer as we'll be heading up into the 80s. You can check that forecast anytime at KETK.com.